Captain's Log 005, sea date 2007-2011, time 0050, I guess. It's like 12:50 right now, AM. Longitude north 46, latitude west 127. Fish caught today, 34, cumulative 449. It is me, 15 up from me.
Yeah, we weren't like flat out on fishing. That's why we caught so little. I mean, yesterday we caught 84, so it wasn't like that bad. It was a really slow day, but we kind of just kept catching like little bits of fish each time, and it just ended up adding up to 84, which was cool. But today we were kind of just moving away from because of the radar down, we weren't really concentrating on fishing as much, so we weren't like riding along the coast of the warm and cold water. We were just kind of going into port.
Yeah, so we went away from the fish, and also our sea surface temperature thing is kind of weird. It updates basically every hour, but a lot can change in an hour. Like where we want to go is right here, and we're right here, and we're like bam, 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 bam. We get there. And then it updates, and it turns out where we want to go is back where we were, so then we have to go back. So it's kind of like...
Yeah, like the warm water expands and contracts throughout the day, so what he's saying is we want to go to the coast of the warm water.
Yeah, warm water and cold water.
We'll wake up and we're inside it, and then we want to go to the coast, and then we find out it moves in, and we have to go back to where we were. So it's...
We're getting it down.
No, we're not, but yeah.
Okay, well, we're figuring out more and more.
But, yeah, I mean, we have cumulative of like 450 fish, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I'd rather have more than that. But
and we noticed in the last few days that it just seems like there's more fish in general.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 days we were out, we only caught 40, and it was kind of like, okay. And 100 kind of seemed unreal. Like Bob was like, oh, your target's 100, blah, blah, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But we caught 100, and it just seemed like they were just more and more around, and it's kind of weird because you only catch tuna, or only catch unicorn, and it's just kind of like they're there, and it's like it's a big ocean, but we're catching them, so they're definitely around.
Yeah, and the warm water is moving in closer to the coast, so we'll just go sell the fish we have, buy whatever supplies we need, get fuel again, and then head back out, and the warm water keeps getting closer and closer. So we don't have to go as far out. It's only 50 miles from the coast right now, and moving in a little bit closer pretty much every day.
Yeah.
And when we go back in and come back out, we're going to switch our posts. I think I'll be the engineer.
Yeah.
And Troy will be the skipper, and Jen will be the first mate.
Yeah, we're basically doing a round robin thing, so Ray is the skipper right now, I'm the first mate, Jess the engineer. We're going to switch it, and we'll just keep doing that. And it just makes it so all of us know every single different part of the ship and how to handle it, so, in any emergency, either one of us could handle it and fix it. It wouldn't be like, oh, what do we do here, or have to ask somebody else. We just all know how to handle it and all know how to be cause of it, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then, do we want to talk about our feelings?
Okay, well, first of all, the seasickness is gone.
Oh yeah, that's where
And
it's gone from.
the homesickness is setting in. Seriously, I don't know. It's like
I think like what we were talking about was, I mean, it seemed like we might have just done it to ourselves, or maybe this is just how it is, but it seems like we kind of glamorized how it would be out here, and I kind of knew I'd get homesick because I always do, but it's just kind of, gentleman's fishery will only be like working during the day, blah blah blah. They only bite during the day, all this stuff. But then
What we
don't.
didn't realize is that well, we kind of realized it, but kind of didn't. The day when fishing is like you get up at like 5 in the
before
morning.
the sun rises,
Yeah, and then
you go to bed when the
at
sun
like 10
sets.
or something like that. So,
So,
it's
I
like
mean,
a 16-hour
hopefully
day.
10. I mean, sometimes we have like we have to put out a para anchor, so
It's just saying we lost you about it.
okay, fine. And then so it like adds time, and then if we do put the para anchor out, which keeps us up later, we have to wake up earlier to bring it in. So it's just so there's that, and then just the work. Like it was
Yeah.
kind of like okay, at least because I'm first mate, so I'm pulling all the fish in, and it was kind of we'd ask questions, and it's not anybody's fault, but it'd be like, okay, so how exactly do we catch fish? And you just go, okay, well the line gets taut, and you pull the fish in, you put them over, you bleed them, and then you put them in the fish hole. You go, oh wow, well that doesn't sound too hard, you know, like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy. But then when you got to do it 400 times, it like my hands when I wake up. I mean, I'll find myself at night like clenching my fists for some reason. I don't know why, but my fingers here, like all along here. I have like a band-aid here because there's like a blood blister, and my hands when I'm pulling them in now, they're probably getting stronger and more callous and stuff, but like that second, third, fourth day, it was like, I was telling Ray, I was like, I'm just not going to pull any more fish in because it just hurts so bad.
And then I'm the skipper right now, so I'm like, you are gonna pull fish. You will do what I say.
And then we all mutiny and he gets thrown off the boat. No,
Yeah.
but like, okay, so there's that, and then the bleeding part's not that hard at first. We were all freaked out, but
You're
like,
like, oh, we're gonna kill a fish.
yeah, but now I'm like, yes. No,
I
I'm
know.
joking.
I go back there and I'm like, stop it. I mean, we definitely
No,
take
it's
really
not
good
like
care.
that. We actually take really good care of our fish and treat them really well. Honestly, like we're not even joking. Like,
Yeah, we get.
we don't like throw them around. And
We have-
one thing about it is we don't throw them around. So when the fish hold, you have to walk down a ladder, and it's minus 34 degrees in there. So you're down there for a few minutes, you know, and it gets hard to breathe. Your fingers start hurting. I was wearing like heavy weather gear, just kind of like a plasticky kind of material, and it would freeze on me, so I couldn't bend my arms and stuff. And it's just like, and you're down there, and it's just so cold, and I hate the cold, I really do. So this
So
whole thing
he looks
about
forward to not being first mate this next time.
yeah, exactly. So like this whole like simple action of pulling the fish, and then you bleed them, and you put them in the fish hole. When you add that up for as many times that you have to do it, and walk down the ladder and come back up, grab fish, walk down, it just gets painful.
Yeah, I think the worst part for me, like, one of the worst parts for me, like.
Oh yeah, Bray's got a really hard job
Shut up.
sitting on his ass.
Well, I sit on my ass, but it's also like we need to find the fish, and the skipper's in charge of basically finding the fish.
Yeah,
And I'm like, okay, good, we're gonna go there. And if we don't find fish, it's kind of like,
it's a bummer for sure.
yeah, oh, good job.
We've
right
never
then.
like blamed you.
I know, but I still feel bad. But when
Yeah.
we find the fish, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
But
a
also-
win for everybody.
But also, like, you're kind of like in charge of the boat ish, like the condition of the boat. Like the engineer obviously, you know, is out there like making sure the engine's doing fine, but I still have to go regularly make sure everything's going fine. And like in the middle of the night, you know, we have watches, and I hear stuff clattering around because we're like rolling a little bit, right? And it just my attention
It's
gets
gyrating.
it's gyrating. My attention just gets stuck on it. And like sometimes I have trouble sleeping just because I don't know if everything's secured. I mean, I feel like we do a pretty good job securing things, but you hear like little like clack clack or whatever, and you're like, are we falling apart? Which we're not. We're not, by the way. We're actually doing really well.
In terms of safety, everybody's fine. We haven't had any injuries. I mean, we had seasickness, but that's normal. Like nobody's gotten hurt or badly injured. Or,
Not badly, no.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Jack got a little bit of burn. It's probably not. You can't see it. I got stabbed by a fish. No, you can't see it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not that bad, but they're not barbed, and it just went in and out. And Troy sharpened them up, so it didn't really hurt. It was just like a needle.
Yeah.
So anyway, but we're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
We're
but-
doing, yeah, but
but like mentally and physically, it starts getting pretty draining.
yeah,
It's funny because time is really weird out here. I mean, maybe because we're just having such long days, but I feel like I've been doing this for like months. And
Yeah.
honestly, the amount of fishing that we've actually been doing is only 5 days.
yeah.
And I feel like I've been doing this for a lot
Yeah,
longer.
it seems like for a long time.
And it's
for sure.
and we have like 3 months to go, so
So,
we'll keep doing Captain's Log, and you'll probably see us getting more and more pissed and more
Yeah.
drained. But whatever.
I definitely miss my girlfriend every time I think about it. I'm like,
Yeah,
why
same.
am I
I
out?
miss Mariah too.
Like, why am I out here? But whatever. I mean, you know, the plan is to make some good money and, you know, get our lives kind of worked out. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I need to go check to make sure we're not going to hit any boats.